Hello and welcome to today's training tip, sorting out your learning material for a new course. In this screencast I'm going to show you how I sorted out my learning points for a new course that I'm offering called Plan Your First Online Course. Then I'll show you two other methods that work really well too. Now you may be familiar with mind maps done on paper with different coloured branches coming out of a central theme. And doing it that way, you can use single words, bullet points, narratives, symbols, even pictures if you can draw, so that's all good. But a few years ago, I discovered a computerized version called Simple Mind, and you can download a free version, and that's what I use, or you can pay for a more sophisticated version. If I could just make myself disappear. I can show you a screenshot of the mind map that eventually became the course, Plan Your First Online Course. Now, if I'd done it with paper and pens, it would have looked a lot messier. And you can see that there's the central theme with the branches coming out, just like it would be on paper. And each of those blocks of different colours eventually became a lesson on the course. And at first it did look lovely and neat and tidy, but I printed it off to work on, and this is what it looks like now. So you can see that I've added bits, I've added extra resources, I've even added an extra lesson in there, and I've also changed the course title, which has changed again since. But everything with online courses is a work in progress, and I make changes all the time to my existing courses as well as ones in development. So the next method that I would suggest using, I'll come back to you I think, is using post-it notes. And so I applied the same principles. I used the course that I was writing and did it on post-it notes as well, trying not to look at the mind map as I did it because that was already done. So when you're using post-it notes, write one word or one idea or one tip that you want to share with your learners on each post-it note. Then you can sort them, move them around, and as I'd already decided on the lesson titles, I tried to colour code the points as I went right from the beginning, but as you can see I still moved some orange and some yellow ones around. I used blue ones for the main headings along the top, and then the dark pink ones are for the resources that I need to either find or develop to go alongside the course. And you'll see it's quite a good visual representation actually, that all lessons don't need to be the same length or with the same amount of content. The length of the lessons need to be appropriate to the subject. So keep to one learning point for each lesson if you're planning an online course, or to a section of the day if you're doing face-to-face teaching. And in the middle one there, lesson 4 for example, was the main learning point to complete the online, the course plan outline, and that's what we totally focused on in the course for that lesson. Oh, I need to disappear again. Here's the exercise that I did using good old paper and coloured pens. And on the left, I just simply wrote down lots of different content that I wanted to include in the course. And then I went through with different coloured pens and underlined what would go into what lesson. So what I was doing there was grouping the keywords together before deciding on the order in which I was going to teach them. Then I sorted the lessons into a logical sequence and wrote them out again on the right-hand side in their own colours, of course. And I was using the word module then, as you see, in relation to an online course, but it could be applied to classroom lessons or even just sessions within a day. And the bits highlighted in yellow on the left are the bits I decided to leave out. So you can see how much of that there is. And it was all going to be too much to fit into this one course. So what I've got now is ideas already in place to start the next one. So, why don't you have a go at Simple Mind for your course content? It's quite easy, actually, when you get the hang of it. But if you need some help, just let me know at evitalearning.co.uk and I'll try to help. In fact, I would suggest that you try all three methods and see which one works best for you. And I will be back with another training tip soon. Bye for now.